started.
Hey everybody, Pampered Chef Karen here. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm coming to you live now because I got a lot of responses on that heart-shaped dessert that I made at my party for my girl Christy. So I wanted to show you. I'm gonna give it a couple minutes, let a few people sign on, and in the meantime, we're gonna get things ready here. How many people do we have signed on? One. Okay. I want to thank my Valentine, my husband Brian, for filming me today. Usually I have the tripod or my little clippy thingy, but I told him I wanted you to get up on this so I could really show you how to make it. So I want to give a shout out to Laura Polito. She is an amazing consultant from the Pampered Chef, and she took one of our recipes and just turned it into a heart. And it's the same simple recipe that maybe I've made for you at one of your parties, a brunch party. It's very popular. It's my Cherry Cheese Danish, but really we're just putting it in a heart shape. And it's so pretty, and it's gonna make a great presentation tonight on Valentine's Day. So there's still enough time to go out and get these ingredients. Basically, you just need some cherry pie filling. If you don't like cherry, you can put whatever the heck you want in it. I have a little cream cheese, a little powdered sugar, an egg. I used a little almond extract in here, and we just mixed like a cream cheese, basically. 2 crescent rolls. That's really it, guys. It's that simple. But keep in mind, maybe you're making tacos tonight. You know, you could put taco meat in here. Just put it in the shape of a heart, just like the pizzerias are doing heart-shaped pizzas tonight. So I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna do it on my Rock Crock grill stone. If you have a regular stone, you could do it on the regular stone, but I decided to do it on the grill stone. This piece is absolutely amazing. It's part of our Rock Crock series. So this can go on your grill. It could go in the oven under the broiler. It's just gonna give you more versatility than the actual stoneware. It won't crack if it goes on direct heat. Okay, so I'm gonna take here, this is part of the key. I'm gonna take my corn butterer, and I have a little butter, and I'm just gonna draw a free hand of a heart because you wanna use this as a guide, and it definitely helps with making the heart. And again, it doesn't have to look perfect. This is just really a guide for you. This doesn't need to be greased, especially because you're using something so full of grease and fat like crescent rolls. I don't know why my crescent rolls look like someone took a bite out of it. But anyway, I am going to take the triangles off, and we're just gonna kind of follow this around. Okay, how easy is that? So there's one point and the other point. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Brian will shoot them out to me. But really, it's just watch it. It's super simple. And I'm following it around. So let me give you some other ideas of some things that I've put in crescent rolls, because really, you could put anything in a crescent roll and you got yourself a meal or you got yourself a dessert. I've actually, and maybe I shouldn't be saying this while my husband's watching, but I've actually taken leftovers from the fridge and just shoved them in crescent rolls, and great, we have dinner. So those are called the garbage braid. That's the stuff that I was actually going to throw out, and I decided, why not just make dinner out of it? Is that all right with you, honey? You could talk. You don't have to be the silent cameraman. He's not in the mood. I just woke him up from a nap to do this for me. All right, so now I'm just kind of double layering it, and but as you can see, I have the shape of the heart. Pretty simple. Now the key is, as you can see, I'm gonna put 4 pieces on the side because you want to reserve 4 pieces, and that's gonna be the stuff that goes on top. I want to get a little bit more down here going on, and now you're gonna see why I need to like double them up. How's this camera work? What do you think? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Should I fire him? Should I get the kids to do it? All right, so now, usually when I do this in a ring or a braid, I use my baker's roller, but for this one, I'm gonna say use your fingers. You just wanna push it down. Of course, wash your hands, guys, the flu's going around. Push it down, push it all together. And basically, you're just squishing it out. And look, we already have the shape of the heart, pretty cool. And you want to just push it all down together. And you want to make sure there's a little excess on the edges, because this is where the key is going to come in. When I do the ring of the braid, you're kind of folding it up and that's your wall. Here you have to build your wall. Otherwise everything is gonna ooze out and it's not gonna look pretty. So you are just going to, with your fingers, pinch the edges to make kind of a well. Who's watching, Brian? Anybody? Any questions? Any shout outs?
They say I'm doing okay as a cameraman, but at least Carissa talks and has something cute to say.
See? You usually have something to say. I don't know about something cute to say. Maybe something wise to say. And I don't mean wise as in smart.
I'm still trying to get over the leftover ring.
What else have I put in rings? I put leftover chicken cutlets, make a chicken cutlet ring. If you have leftover cold cuts, that's always good. But, you know. So what's everybody doing for Valentine's Day?
Robert DeLoma wants to know if this would also work with a pie crusts.
You could totally do this with pie crust. You know who that is, Brian? That's Bubba.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Bubba? How are you watching me from Cali? My Bubba. All right. What would you put in this? Okay, so see, I'm just really making a well so it doesn't dip all over the place. Simple enough, right? Get your fingers in there. There's really no right or wrong way to do it. This is where it gets tricky. The point's a little tricky, but you're not gonna fill the point too much. All right? Simple enough, right? So now I'm gonna take my medium scoop and I'm gonna get this filling. Hopefully it's gonna get too watery. It's been sitting out a little while. And I'm gonna put this in. So if you don't have these scoops, seriously, you need to get them in your life, and I'm gonna tell you why. They're great for baking. I mean, that's just a given. Cookies, you know, you're gonna portion them out evenly. Stuff like this, it's very portion controlled. But I love them for meatballs. You're gonna make even amounts of meatballs. You don't have to really touch them much. I know a lot of people are grossed out by that. Yes, I'm using my fingers. It's for my family. See, this well wasn't good. It's starting to drip a little. You don't want to overfill this, and you're gonna have leftover filling on this one. When you make it in a ring or a braid, not so much. Again, you're doing this for the prettiness of the heart. What else? So this is my medium scoop, and this is a 2 tablespoon size. If you want something bigger, the 3 tablespoon one, that's the large scoop, that's my favorite, and I'm gonna tell you why. Filling in cupcakes is so messy all the time, so messy. So when you put this right in the cupcake, 1 scoop from the 3 cup fills a cupcake perfect. Everyone is gonna be the same exact size, so that's pretty cool. All right. Like I said, it gets a little tricky down here. Maybe I should have used a small scoop on this. What do you think, Bri?
Probably would have been easier.
Right? Probably. All
But
right.
I wouldn't even know where to find that stuff.
It's in the drawer down over there. He knows where nothing in this kitchen is. Since we moved, we've been here about 1.5 years, he knows where nothing in this kitchen is. The old kitchen, yes. What happened? You just gave up?
Angela
Go home.
Gojalva
Yeah. Good luck with that one. Yeah.
says she always uses this for meatballs.
Meatballs, yes. Meatballs, it's great for, I really just find so many uses for it. All right, so here's my cream cheese stuff. All right, let me just wash my hand right quick. And now we're going to put the cherry on top. And this is where I want to show you my smooth edge can opener. If you don't have this in your life, this is the one time I really say you have to get this product because it's going to save you from getting can cuts. If you've ever been cut by a can, you've probably went to the ER. It's like the worst cuts you can get. But I want you to watch me carefully because it's going to be different than your regular can opener. It is not, what?
Someone says say can cut 3 times fast.
Can cut? Can cut, can cut, can cut.
All right, that was me. So.
Oh, he's so stupid. Why do I listen to him? Can I talk about the smooth edge can opener, please? Okay. So look right here. There's a magnet. Not cutting my finger. There's no rust on here. This is about 8 years old. So it's an amazing can opener. It's going to last a really, really long time. So you might spend $4 at Target on a can opener, but it's going to rust. It's not going to open properly. You're going to need to replace it. This is like 21 bucks. It's going to last you forever. But that's not only it. This is why I love it. So instead of going on the side, it's going to lay right here. You're going to start to turn it clockwise. It is going to attach. Once it attaches, you go all the way around. And this is where the part where a lot of my customers, and you might be out there watching, have called me and said, Karen, it's not opening. I'm like, I bet you just opened the can and you don't even realize it. So it doesn't even feel like you're opening it. You're gonna turn it the opposite way to release it. Once you release it from the can, don't pull it off, guys, please. You got this little button here, this little grabber, okay? You're going to grab the edge of the can, lift it up. Now look, it didn't fall in there, so anything nasty on top is not going in your can, but you ready? I'm not cutting myself. So this red stuff, that's not blood. I'm not cutting myself here, I'm not cutting myself here. I have no problem now handing this to my husband, to my child, to my dog. I've gotten pictures from one of my customers. Her dog went in the garbage and licked a can and cut its tongue. So if I throw this in my garbage men, they love me because it's not going to rip my bags. Now if I decide I don't want to make this, I'm going to take this, I'm going to push it down and put it back on and put it in my fridge. Obviously in the fridge because it's been opened. But I just wanted to point that out. It's really a great can opener. Yes.
Alexis Vu is very observant and says she wants to know what you're cooking in that rock crop.
Ah, very observant, my friend down in Texas. I'm making Valentine's Day dinner. It is one of my absolute favorite, here we'll show, one of my absolute favorite freezer meals. This is the French dip. So this is a cut of chuck roast that I have seasoned up with, I can't tell you what seasonings. You need to come to my freezer meal workshop. And it's gonna be delicious because I'm gonna use my salad choppers. I'm gonna shred it up. We're gonna have the broth as our jus, and we're gonna dunk in it. And then I got these nice rolls to put them on and dunk in. We're having a very decadent dinner. And I'm gonna be making a salad in my large entertaining bowl. Thank you. Yes. What are you having for Valentine's Day? I wanna know, everybody. Tell me. Is somebody cooking for you? I'm too much of a control freak in the kitchen to let any of them cook for me, right, babe?
Pretty much.
And I won't go out to eat, especially on Valentine's Day. All right, so I'm gonna use my finger to just nicely place this because again, the well is so small and we don't wanna overfill it. I actually think I overfilled it a little bit with the cream cheese part. So we're just gonna go light on the cherry, all right? And we're just gonna do a light layer. And again, what else would you put in this? You don't have to, if you don't like cream cheese, if you don't like cheesecake, then don't put that in here. You could do apples. Ooh, apples and cinnamon. How good would that be? What else could you do? Brian, give us some ideas.
I don't know, you're getting yelled at for not recycling that can lid.
Oh, I do recycle the can lids. I do. Who's yelling at me?
I gotta read back through this.
I do recycle. I'll show you
Giuseppe?
my recycling bin. Who?
Giuseppe?
Oh, I know who that is with his fake names. Yes, I do recycle, all right? What, are you gonna send them to my house now? Oh, see, look, it's dripping a little, but that's all right. It's just for my family. It'll still be beautiful because it's made with love, right? It's the effort that counts, guys. Give it a try. I wanna see your pictures. You know what, in fact, if you make this tonight and you post a picture, you're gonna get a free gift from me. And don't be stealing pictures on Google, because I'll know, all right? I'll put it in image search. I will send you a free gift, and it might have something to do with the new spring catalog. I'm just saying. And consultants, you're not eligible either. My girls will try to enter, right? All right, so now look. Here it is, my layer of cherry. That's delicious. Let me just push this up so it's not dripping everywhere.
What about a kid's treat? Peanut butter and jelly. Would that work?
It might. We could try it. You want to try it? Why don't you make one? What would you make, Brian?
I just told you.
No, but I'm saying, would you make a heart? You could do a football.
Buffalo chicken and blue cheese.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I've made a buffalo ring before. I do that at my appetizer parties. All right, you're going to make strips. And you're just going to go from one side to the next. Come over here, my girl.
They were asking for you.
Carissa has a fan base,
Were
don't you?
they?
Where are they?
Oh, who got Mommy the mug that says "Good morning, gorgeous"?
Oh, it's part of a set.
Oh, okay.
So look at this. Look how cute. I'm just going to stick it anywhere,
That looks
really.
so delicious.
I know. I made a little bit of a mess. See, what I like that I put in this one I put almond extract. I've done it before with vanilla, but the almond really gives it a nice flavor. It really does. Oh, and Pokey's in every video too. My baby girl, my furry baby. Best dog ever.
Yep.
All right. How easy is this? Who's going to try this? Anybody saying they're going to try it?
Nobody yet.
Nobody yet. You all asked me how to make it. Is it just to sit and watch it and you want me to eat it and be like 500 pounds? Or are you going to make it? Surprise somebody tonight. I think a lot of people would be very impressed with this. You know what you could do? You could do this for breakfast in the morning and put eggs in there. Totally doable. You like that idea? What's with your wrap?
It's comfortable.
Okay.
And it makes me warm.
It makes you warm. Okay. Warm and fuzzy inside. How was your Valentine's Day today, Carissa?
Good.
Yeah?
Yep.
Did you get anything special?
No.
Really?
Another
Oh, yes.
suggestion is sauce, ricotta cheese, and mozzarella from your Giuseppe friend.
Ooh, yeah. I like it. I like it. All right. He's my foodie friend out in Jersey. All right. Let's get this in here. Look how easy, right? I mean, there's really no right or wrong way to do this. And this is a good time for you to really start picking up the sides and fixing it. You know, all those pieces that are coming out. I probably did this part a little too thin. I would go a little thicker. That would be my suggestion to everybody. Go a little bit thicker on the point, because either way you're going to wind up folding it up, so it's still going to look pretty. But I would just go a little bit thicker up here so the wells are better. But look, no big deal. No big deal. It's going to be gorgeous anyway. Let's tuck this under, and now look how beautiful. All right, I'm going to clean it up a little bit, but how gorgeous is that? We're going to bake it up, and we're going to have this delicious dessert tonight for Valentine's Day.
Yep.
I hope everybody has a wonderful Valentine's Day with whoever they love. I love every one of you. Thank you for supporting my business. Thank you for your love of Pampered Chef and your love of cooking. And please share your dinners, share your desserts with me. And if you share your heart, whatever you make inside of it, you'll get a special gift from me. All right, guys, have a great night.